Right, day 7 into the Python series, and we've already completed the for loops, while loops, and nested loops, and we had to complete lists, set, and tuples in today's topics. I've already did the revision for the countdown program, countdown program that where you put in the seconds and it automatically converts the seconds into hours, minutes, and seconds, obviously, using the time.sleep method, right? After that, we had completed the while loop, and where you had to enter your favorite food, then another favorite food, and you have to press Q to exit. For the while loop, we had discussed the rectangle program. You have to put in your symbol, and the program will give you a rectangle with that particular symbol. After that, we had to continue it with lists, set, and tuples. So as far as I've revised, you can actually look in the terminal. I was actually revising lists before starting the video. So yeah, let's just quickly revise about lists. So we have lists, and in lists you cannot like there can be more than one entry or slash variable. You can change that the variables using append, or you can use remove to remove a variable. So that is it. Further, how to let's actually take an example program, right? Satvik, let's say my हॉबीज ही डालते हैं. हॉबीज में मैंने रखा, पहला ले लिया गिटार बजाना, देन हमने ले लिया कार्ड हिस्ट्री, देन हमने ले लिया टाइपिंग, and what else hobby do I have? Like project creation or mm, like say editing, yeah. So we have this list and the square brackets itself, and let's say we have to just print the lists, print the hobbies. The terminal will print all my hobbies like that. Let's say I have to add an extra hobby here. So we will just go hobbies.append, and you have to put a hobby that you, let's say banana. So hobbies, yeah. So it'll add another variable inside the list itself. Let's say we have to remove something. Dot remove. And what do I have to remove? Let's say मुझे editing नहीं करना. So we will remove editing. We'll just play. So the list will show display the removed item, that is editing. Not to mention, but all these things are just variables inside this square bracket lists. After that, we studied about sets. So in sets, we have these curly braces, and tuples. We'll go through the topic of tuples today itself. So let's jump into the tutorial straight away. Yeah.
We can't change the values of a set, but we could add or remove elements. Let's use the add method to add.
For tuple, it was just normal braces.
Guess what? A pineapple. That is okay. Orange, apple, pineapple, coconut, banana. We can remove an element. Fruits.remove. Let's remove our apple. Our apple is gone. Coconut, orange, banana. We can pop. The pop method will remove whatever element is first, but it's going to be random though. Orange, coconut, banana. Apple, coconut, banana. Apple, banana, coconut. You can clear. Fruits.clear. The elements of our set are gone. Those are a few of the more useful methods for beginners. As a summary, a set is a collection that is unordered and immutable. You can't change the values, but adding and removing elements is okay.
So we had this function as well by the name. Append हो गया, remove हो गया, yeah. Print. Let's just print the length of the elements that are present in my list. We have 0, 1, 2, 3. Technically, it doesn't start from 0. It will show 4. We have 4 elements, and that is these ones. But if I have to print, let's suppose I have to print the same thing after I append and remove. So it will have a different, let's say I remove this one, then it will have the value that is being provided in the upper code, right? Hobbies.append, I have appended banana, or add. You can also type add. I'm not sure if that will work, but let's see if that will work. Yeah, so VS Code में अभी append ही काम कर रहा है, so we'll go with that. So yeah, add, remove, length, and let's say we have to print this one thing. Print hobbies in, what was that? Print fruit. या बूलियन में एक्सप्रेशन देगा. प्रिंट, लेट्स से मैंने एक हॉबी चूज कर ली, एकेडमिक. प्रिंट एकेडमिक्स इन hobbies. So let's say it will give you true or false. It gives you false. Let's just remove the length. Yeah. So since there's no such item as academics in hobbies, it will give you false. And let's say I put in guitar, so it will actually give me yes, guitar exists in this set, sorry, list, so we get guitar. But print only gives us a boolean expression of true or false, right?
That's for beginners. Yeah. As a summary, a set is a collection that is unordered and immutable. You can't change the values, but adding and removing elements is okay. No duplicates are allowed. Let's try that real quick. I'm going to add a second coconut. Yeah, see, we only still have one coconut. Sets may work well if you're working with constants. Maybe colors, for example. You need to find if a color is within a set. Alright, now lastly, let's talk about tuples. A tuple is a collection that is surrounded with a set of parentheses. Tuples are ordered and unchangeable. Duplicates are okay. One benefit of a tuple over a list is that tuples are faster than lists. If you're working with a collection, and it's okay if the collection is ordered and unchangeable, you might as well use a tuple because it's faster. When I print our tuple, all of these values are surrounded with a set of parentheses. Again, we have the dir function to display the attributes and methods. There's not as many for a tuple for methods. We only have count and index. Again, there's also help to display a description of these attributes and methods. You can find the length of a tuple with the length function. We have 5 elements within here. Using the in operator, we can find if a value is found within our tuple. Our pineapple is not within our fruits. So there's only two methods we have access to. Let's find the index of apple. Fruits.index apple. Then I will print whatever is returned. Apple is found at index 0. There's also count. Fruits.count. How many coconuts are found within our tuple fruits? Count the coconuts. Then print this. How many coconuts? We have 2 coconuts. And then again, with any of these collections, they're iterable, so you can iterate over them using a for loop. For fruit in fruits. Yep, apple, orange, banana, coconut, coconut. All right, everybody, so those are
Same goes for the set. So let's just put and yeah. So I guess same goes for hobbies or different. Let's just remove this and guitar in hobbies and will give you true. But let's say I have to put another statement and and editing 2 times. What does it give? It gives 2. Print editing in hobbies. True. प्रिंट नहीं करना मुझे चाहिए इटरेट करो for hobby in hobbies for hobby in hobbies print hobbies hmm 1 2 3 4 4 तो कर रहा है लेकिन अगर ताकि 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 अभी भी ये दे रहा है तो फिर अभी तो ये दे रहा है ये नहीं लगेगा
collections. Think of them as
print help ये सारे आगे के काउंटर इंडेक्स ही आ रहा है तो print hobbies dot count the number of occurrences of value तो कुछ प्रिंट होगा क्या नहीं tools dot index into apple तो इसको प्रिंट करवाना पड़ेगा काउंट क्या करवाओगे हॉबीज नहीं काउंट करवानी है एडिटिंग दिखती बार एडिटिंग दिखती बार हॉबीज में काउंट करो एडिटिंग एडिटिंग दिखती बार ऐसा कुछ जाएगा index index 3 0 1 2 3 इंडेक्स बता रहा है वहाँ पर ठीक है जी
As a single variable used to store multiple values. There's 4 general purpose collections for beginners: lists, sets, tuples, and then dictionaries, which we'll talk about next. Each of them has unique benefits. Lists are ordered and changeable. Duplicates are okay. A set is unordered and immutable, but adding and removing elements is okay. No duplicates allowed. A tuple is ordered and unchangeable. Duplicates are okay, and they are faster than lists. Use tuples if you can over a list. But yeah, those are a few collections in Python. Hello everybody! Today we will be creating a shopping cart program. This program will be an exercise to follow the previous lesson on lists, sets, and tuples.
तो एक शॉपिंग कार्ट के प्रोग्राम बनाना है क्रिएट अ शॉपिंग कार्ट प्रोग्राम कैसे होगा पहले तो यूज़र से इनपुट लो क्या क्या आइटम है तुम सीधे इनपुट दे दो इनपुट इज गिवन 4 things are to be bought after that हर चीज़ का प्राइस लो and add it all in the last यही तो ना
The more that we practice with those collections, the better we'll be at using them. So I thought we'd create an exercise to get the hang of it before moving on. In this program, we will have 2 lists. Foods. These lists will be empty. We'll declare them but not use them quite yet. And prices. Then a total. Total equals 0. The reason that I'm not using tuples is that tuples are unchangeable. We're going to ask a user what food they would like to buy. We can't append any elements to a tuple. We're not using sets because sets are unordered. I mean, I guess technically you could, but at the end of this program, I'm going to print our shopping cart in order. So I think lists would probably be the best. We have an empty list of foods and an empty list of prices. We'll use a while loop. While true. If our condition is set to true, we'll need some way to break out of the while loop. We'll need a break statement somewhere. We'll get to that later. We will ask the user what food would they like to buy. Let's declare variable food equal to input, enter a food to buy. To exit the while loop, you need to press Q. Q to quit. Then let's check if food is equal to Q, lowercase q, then we will break. We're not done with the program, but let's at least test it. Pizza, hamburger, hot dog, Q to quit. Okay, it looks like it works. Now what if somebody types in uppercase Q? Pizza, hamburger, uppercase Q. Well, we can't actually quit. After accepting our user input, if food.lower method, this will take our input, make it lowercase, just for a comparison. Let's try that again. Pizza, hamburger. I'll type capital Q to quit, and that is valid. Follow food with the lower method to temporarily make the user input lowercase, just in case they type in capital Q. If the user doesn't want to quit, let's add an else statement. Else, let's take our foods, use the append method, then add whatever food the user typed in. We'll also need a price. Let's ask a user for the price. Price equals input, enter the price of, let's use an F string, A, whatever food the user types in. Pick a unit of currency. I'll pick dollars. We are working with numbers. We should typecast our input as a floating point number, since we're working with prices. So we will accept a price, add our food item to our list of foods, do the same thing with prices. Prices.append, whatever the price was. And that is the while loop. Let's test this program again to be sure that everything's working. Pizza. Pizza will be $5.99. Enter a food to buy. Hamburger. Hamburgers will be $3.50. Hot dog. Hot dogs will be $1.75. I would like to quit. I will type either capital Q or lowercase q. Both will work. And we have escaped the while loop. So the while loop is now complete. Outside of the while loop, let's display our shopping cart. Let's print some decorative text. Maybe 5 dashes. Your cart. Then another 5 dashes. I will then iterate over all of the elements found within my foods list. For every food in my list of foods, let's print each food item. Let's take a look so far. Again, we have a pizza. The price was $5.99. Hamburger. The price was $3.50. Hot dog, $1.75. Q to quit. Okay, your cart. That will display the individual list items. If you would rather have these list items arranged horizontally in one line, you can add this keyword, end equals. This end keyword will replace the new line character at the end of a print statement with some other character like a space. Let's try that again. I'll try not to take too much time. Pizza, $5.99. Hamburger, $3.50. Hot dog, $1.75. Q to quit. Yeah, that's much better. We are horizontally listing all of the different items within our list. You could revert back to the vertical list if you'd prefer that. I'll keep my output like this. Then we will need to iterate and add up all the prices. For every price in prices, we do have a total variable that we declared. Let's utilize that. Total equals total plus price. Otherwise, we could shorten this to plus equals price. That would do the same thing. Then we will display the total. Print, I'll use an F string. Your total is, I'll add a unit of currency. I picked the $sign, whatever the total is. Okay, let's run this program one last time. Before we display the total, I'm just going to add one new line real quick, right before we display the total. Just an empty print statement. Here are the results. Your cart, pizza, hamburger, hot dog. Your total is $11.24. All right, everybody. Well, that is a shopping cart program. I thought this would be a fun exercise to follow the previous lesson on lists, sets, and tuples. And well, yeah, that is a shopping cart program in Python. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
भाई ये थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी लग रहा है मुझे। चलो अभी काफी टाइम बचा है तो बनाना तो पड़ेगा ही। तो टर्मिनल उड़ा ही देगा थोड़ा सा। सुपर। तो यो क्रिएटिंग अ शॉपिंग कार्ट प्रोग्राम। कैसे सोचोगे? इसने बोला पहले फूड को ले लो तुम। फूड ले लिया, प्राइसेस ले लिया, अब छोड़ो। ये टोटल को जीरो क्यों कर रहा था? टोटल इज इक्वल्स टू जीरो, लेकिन क्यों? एक वाइल लूप चलाओ। वाइल फूड फूड वाइल फूड इन फूड। अरे तो मेरा ले लो, मेडिसिन ले लो तुम लो मेरा लो, ले लो। फूड लिया तुमने, फूड का इनपुट करा दिया। यार वाइल ट्रू, फूड का लिया। एक फूड इक्वल टू क्यू। क्यू तो ब्रेक कर दो। सेंट टू ब्रेक क्यू एक्सेप्ट ब्रेक कर दिया। the price, price, the price, कर दिया, देखो अब इस फाइल लूप से बाहर आओ, प्रिंट करो, एक्सटेंड का योर is food is your food is Q. Your food is food को करने क्या प्रिंट कर तेरा वेंचर पीजो क्यू क्यू क्यों प्रिंट कर दे रहा है your food is food अगर क्यू होगा not no, food food dot append food चल लिस्ट में ऊपर स्टोर होता जाएगा ये दिक्कत आ रही है प्राइस तो चलो मैंने डाल दिया food dot append food foods food हो गया क्या लड़के prices dot append price तो ये तो चल जाए वो वैसे मैंने मान लो पीजो खरीदा 33 रुपीज़ का एक और पीजो ले लिया 55 रुपये का क्यू से क्विट कर दिया यू प्रेस क्यू एग्जिट ले लिया हमने फिर अब उसके बाद टोटल करना था प्रिंट योर कार्ड फिर ये प्रिंट हो जाए वो तो फॉर food in foods. Print food. इसमें मैंने डाला एक पीओ डाल दिया 35 रुपया, क्यू सिक्योरिटी कर दिया योर कार्ट में पीओ आ गया। और डालो ए फूड लिया 1 रुपये का, बी क्यू दबा दिया। अगर इसी को एंड एंड इक्वल टू के बगल बगल आ जाओ ए थ्री सी थ्री सी फोर डी थ्री क्यू। अब टोटल आ जाओ, टोटल इक्वल टू प्लस इज इक्वल टू प्राइस। प्राइसेस में स्टोर हुआ है ना सब कुछ। टोटल टोटल ए चार्ज बी चार्ज टोटल प्लस चार्ज between modules total plus equal to prices int and list। अरे यार total for price and prices total similarly for prices total into total। तो ए लिया 6 रुपया, बी लिया 6 रुपया, सी भी तो भी आ नहीं रहा है जी। प्राइसेस की जगह प्राइस कर दो। बक यार क्या दिक्कत है। फॉर प्राइस इन प्राइसेस और प्राइस इन प्राइसेस नहीं, प्राइसेस ही तो प्राइसेस टोटल प्राइस और टोटल प्रिंट करा दिया। व्हाट द हेल इज रॉन्ग। The hell is wrong. Mistake. Total here prices is a list, not a number. अरे इतना एग्जाम्पल मत दे यार, इतना तो चुप जाऊंगा। क्लीनर पाइथन प्रो है। लगता है कुछ तू बड़ा मैजिक का टुकड़ा ए मैं जिगर का टुकड़ा, यू आर माय सोना सोना मुकर। और प्राइस एंड प्राइसेस सब कुछ तो सेम ही लिखा है साला। तो अब तो रन करना चाहिए। ए मैंने खरीदा 5 रुपए का, बी खरीदा 5 रुपए का, क्यू क्यू से कर दिया क्यू। तो ए खरीदा, ए भी 5 क्यों ये डिस्प्ले कर रहा है। हाँ 10 रुपए तो चलो ठीक है। ए खरीदा 5 रुपए का, इसको भी प्रिंट एंड इक्वल्स टू ए खरीदा 5 रुपए का, बी खरीदा 5 रुपए का, क्यू से कर दिया क्विट। ए बी 5 10 लंड 10। सॉरी फॉर द वल्गर लैंग्वेज गाइस। 41 minutes already in। यार एंड तो नहीं होना चाहिए। ओफो। ठीक है, प्राइस एंड प्राइसेस टोटल इज इक्वल टू प्राइस प्राइसेस का सम होना चाहिए क्या। फॉर प्राइस एंड प्राइसेस, फॉर प्राइस एंड प्राइसेस टोटल इज इक्वल टू, इसमें टोटल का एक और टोटल प्लस प्राइस। प्रिंट छोड़ो, तो वही तो हुआ यार। ए ए लिया 5 का, बी लिया 5 का, क्यू दबा दिया। तो ए 5 का, बी 5 का। अच्छा एक बार फिर देखो, ए लिया 3 का, बी लिया 5 का, क्यू से करके क्यूट। तो 2 तो डिस्प्ले कर रहा है, 5 क्यों नहीं कर रहा है। एंड तो भी कराया। इसका आउटपुट क्या दे रहा है ये। हाँ वही तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि फूड इनपुट्स यूज़र कर दिया क्विट। ए भी 3 क्यों आ रहा है लेकिन। This code I get output like AB3 and then some that is 7. Why is that so? I don't want 3 AB3. I only want A B and food and अरे एंड प्रिंटिंग ही नहीं करना मुझे, हाँ साला। KB38 क्यों? फॉर ब्रेक लगा दूंगा। K38 yeah, the beginning for price and prices। अरे यार इसके बाहर टोटल प्रिंट करो ना। अब सही आया जाके, हे भगवान। इसके बाद क्या आता है यार? 2D।
Real quick, right before we display the total. Just an your total is
तो what is actually happened? हमने लिस्ट बनाई, अब देखो लिस्ट बनाई, वाइल ट्रू में लगाया, फूड की लिस्ट की प्राइसेस के लिए टोटल जीरो क्यों कर रहे हैं? आएगा डॉग वन, वाई वी यूज वाइल ट्रू, then why, then explain me, then take infinite loop। जीरो से टोटल शुरू होगा, तो एक इन्फिनिट लूप यहाँ पे हमने चलाया जो तभी ब्रेक होगा, जो ब्रेक हो जाएगा जब हम क्यू पे क्विट करेंगे। वरना अगर फूड फूड का इनपुट लिया, अगर फूड लोअर क्यू है तो हम ब्रेक करके एग्जिट ले लेंगे, लेकिन अगर क्यू नहीं दबा रहे हैं तो फिर से इनपुट डालो प्राइस का। अब फूड्स में एक लिस्ट यहाँ तक बन गई, यहाँ तक एक इसमें फूड में स्टोर हो गया ओपन की तरह, फिर यही प्राइस इसमें स्टोर हो गया, फिर ये जब तक चलता रहेगा स्टोर होता रहेगा होता रहेगा होता रहेगा जब तक क्यू ना दबा दो। अब जैसे क्यू हो गया ठीक है, फिर हमने किया प्रिंट कार्ड प्रिंट हुआ हमारा, हमने इसको इटरेट करवाया फॉर फूड इन फूड्स को, फॉर फूड इन फूड्स प्रिंट फूड। इस फूड में जितने जितने भी फूड हैं उन सबको लाइन से लिखा एक के बाद एक, फिर इसको भी क्रिएट करवाया, एक लिखा, फिर फूड है एक फूड प्रिंट करा, फिर दूसरा, तीसरा, फिर प्राइस को करा, प्राइस जो है मैंने इसे रखा है, टोटल का प्राइस किया, टोटल को प्रिंट कर दिया. So this is kind of, I'll say, so in this session we created a shopping cart program using for, while, and nested loops. Further used lists. That's it. आज पढ़ा क्या, सेट टपल लिस्ट, रिवीजन किया. कल पढ़ेंगे, कल क्या क्या पढ़ना है, टू डिमेंशन. लाइट ऑफ कर दे अगर सोना है तो. बाबूजी एकदम 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 चुप हो गया एकदम, हैं. All right, 52 minutes into the lecture already. तो या कल हम आगे 2D क्या था वो, 2D जो भी था, 2D कलेक्शन पढ़ेंगे, फिर क्विज गेम बनाएंगे इन टुमारोज प्रोग्राम. अभी बहुत लंबा है यार जर्नी तो.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to be explaining 2D lists. 2D
2D lists will continue tomorrow, and maybe I'll post 2 consecutive videos tomorrow, one in the afternoon and another one in the night, and I'll have to cover up 2D firstly. I'll create this program, the shopping cart program, once again, and then I'll learn about this 2D collection. I'll create the quiz game in the first lecture itself. Then we'll continue to dictionaries and concession and stand program. I'll have this session of 2 hours in the night and 1.5 hours in the morning. So yeah, we'll continue tomorrow. All right, that is it. Day 7. Goodbye.